Hello guys, welcome to our lesson. So today let's keep on going to about indefinite integration. Okay, let's move to the first problem. So here we have the differentiation dy over dx equals to x squared minus x plus 2, right? So for the last lesson, we already said like we want to find the integration of y, we can just set the y equals to integration x squared minus x plus 2 dx, right? Okay, that is the integration function. So here we can then set like base equation is using the formula like first to make power plus 1 and then divided by the new power, right? So x squared becomes x cubed because 2 plus 1 equals 3 and then divided by the new power, okay, that is over 3. Okay, that is the first term. And then for the second term, we say is negative x, right? So negative x power is 1. So we can say first is minus x squared and then over the new power is 1 plus 1 is 2, right? Okay, so minus over 2. And then for Q, we said Q here is not for a single constant. It also included about 2x power 0, right? So then we can first make power plus 1 and then over 2 power, right? So here we can say here the power is 0. So first we make power plus 1, that is 2 times x power 1 over 1, right? And then finally we have to add a c after it, okay? That is how we can understand it for this problem, okay? So also we can just consider here for it, and it passing through the point 1, 2. So here we can just put 1, 2 inside of the point, or inside of the function of it, okay? So here we can set just that 1, 2 into it is 2 equals to 1 over 3 minus 1 over 2 plus 2 plus c, okay? But then you can calculate c equals to 1 over 6, okay? So this is a problem for how to calculating the c. So we can just written down the full equations for the original function, right? So we can say here that y equals to x cubed over 3 minus x squared over 2 plus 2x and then plus 1, 6, right? Okay, that is for this equation. Okay, sure. So that is for like dy over dx equals to x squared plus x minus x plus 2. I think this functions is very easy for you, right? This is just a polynomial function. Okay, so next time, please remember that always adding a c. And sometimes if you give in a given point, that means you can just calculate the exact formula or exact value of the functions. Okay, that is very important. Okay, so let's move to the next part. So here, also access is free. So if you want to try yourself, so you can just then pause the video and do it yourself. But if you want to follow with me, you can keep on going. Okay. So maybe let's move into this part of the problem. So it's that the dy over dx differentiation for y is negative a half x, right? So for this problem, we can first make power x power of 1 plus 1, right? So we can say dy over dx is negative half x. So first y equals to negative half x. So it's 1 plus 1, right? That is power added with 1. And then divided by the new power, that is over 2, right? Okay, so the value here is for negative 1/4 times x squared, right? That is for this. And also remember that because it's the indefinite integration, so we have to add the c after it, right? Because it's a family functions, right? Okay, so then just putting the point t negative 2 inside of it. So it's negative 2 equals to minus 1/4 times t squared plus c, okay? So we can say that here is negative 2 equals to negative 1/4 times 4 plus c, so c equals to negative 2 plus 1. So here's the value, okay? So that's 1 over 4x squared minus 1, that is it, okay? That is how we can calculate the indefinite integration, okay? Okay, sure. And the problem is here like dy over dx equals to x plus 1 times x plus 2. Okay, so let's just solve the problems together, okay? So for this problem, we said first x plus 1 and x plus 2 when they come together, then we cannot like just solve it very immediately, right? So dy over dx, so this x 3x plus 2, okay? And we can then test out like y, we can just calculate the integration. So it is integration x squared plus 3x plus 2 dx, right? So we can say that x squared first, we can make a power plus 1 that is x cubed, and then over the new power is 3. And for 3x, we can just first make the power plus 1 that is 3x squared, and then over or divided by the new power is 2, right? And then plus 2, we have to make sure that plus 2x and over the new power and then 5. So because the point is to like just make sure to want to like that into the y equation, right? So it's 1 equals to 1 over 3 plus 3 over 2 plus 2 plus c. Okay, that is the equation here. So we can call it as c equals to 1 minus 1 over 3 minus 3 over 2 minus 2. Okay, so the value can be considered as here is for -1, right? Here is for negative. Here's 6, 2, and maybe 9 is 11, right? Minus 11 over 6. Okay. So finally, the value is minus like 17 over 6. Okay. So that is for the final value of c. Okay, so you can just not c into it. So that is a complete equation for y. Okay. Okay, so here maybe I will introduce you about the notation for integrations. We can find here in this picture we have integration to x. So we are just using like a hook shape. You can find like a hook shape, right? Hook shape 2x dx. Okay, that means an integration. Okay, so you can say like d over dx is the symbol or the notation for the differentiation rate. So the integration here is like hook shape, and after it you can just written down the equation and it represented for the integration. Okay, that is for this problem. Okay, sure. So maybe let's see some other exercises like here. Integrate x cubed minus x squared and plus 2x minus 1 with respect to x solution rate. So for this problem, first you can just written down hook shape, like hook shape x cubed minus x squared plus 2x plus minus 1 dx, right? And then we have said x cubed can be written as x versus 3 power 3 plus 1, that is x power 4, then divided by the new power 4. And then minus x squared because it's minus x squared, the 2 plus 1, right, is x cubed over 3. And then plus 2x squared over 2, and then minus x plus c, okay? That is for the total equation here. So we can just calculate it as x power 4 over 4 minus x cubed over 3 plus 2x squared over 2. Maybe here we can just written that as x squared, right? Because 2 and 2 are deleted. X squared minus x plus c, okay? That is for the final answer. So please remember for the integration notation here. This probably is not very difficult, but I hope you can remember it, okay? Okay, sure. And also some other problems. And maybe we can see the problem B. So here we can find that it's 4t cubed minus 8t squared minus 4t plus 3 dt, right? So remember here, the main variable is t, so you have already calculated for t. Okay, so there's no x inside of it, right? So for 4t cubed, we can first written that as 4t power 3 plus 1 over the new power is 4, and then minus 8t squared over, maybe here we have to make power plus 1, and then divided by new power, and minus 4t, and power plus 1 is 4t squared over 2, and then plus 3t, okay? And then plus c. That is the final answer, okay? So that's our lesson. Hope you can all understanding for the integration here is very important. Okay, so see you next time. Bye. Okay.